Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right. Just like he said, I'm his son. My name is Robert Smith. I'm 22 years old, and I just kind of wanted to share with you guys a little bit what the Lord's been doing in my life. I grew up in a Christian home, obviously, with my dad being a pastor and everything. So I came to church every Sunday. I was involved in the choir. I did sports, and I was in a Christian school. I did everything that I was supposed to do. But at around the age of about 11 years old, I started hanging out with the wrong people. Started to experiment with marijuana, and then soon it led to smoking heroin. My life was ruined by my addiction and my bondage. I veered off from the Lord very far, and what it did to me was I was homeless, living in a car for about a year and a half, and for about 4 years I couldn't stay out of jail. I was in and out of jail. While I was in jail, though, God placed this man into my life, and his name was Josh Holtz. I was looking at about a year to a little bit more of jail, possibly prison time, and I was trying to figure out a way out of that, because I knew that, I felt that I was never going to be able to see my family or my fiance ever again. He told me about a program that his brother was in, and it was called Teen Challenge. So he gave me the card, and being able to work with my mom and everything, I was able to get a hold of them and be accepted by them. The courts had mercy on me, and they let me out to be court mandated to this year program instead of jail time. A little bit about what Teen Challenge is. It's a year faith-based rehabilitation center for people dealing with life-controlling problems, whether it's drugs, alcohol, pornography, or just life-controlling problems. The sorts of things that we do in the program, that I've been learning is structure. We wake up every morning at 6:45 in the morning, and we go straight to prayer and Bible reading for half an hour. And then we have structured stuff throughout the day, whether it's working or going to class and studying the scriptures. I'm learning a lot of discipline, since I didn't really have much of that while I was out there. I didn't care what authority said, and I was just going to do things my way. But the program's been showing me God's grace and His mercy, and that He always forgives, no matter what. A few things that He's been doing in my life is restoration between me and my family. He's given me my fiance of six years. He's restored my mind, my body. When I went into jail, I was about 125 pounds. I weigh about 180 now. As far as restoring my mind, I finished high school and I didn't do anything after that. And now in this program, they have us writing a lot of book reports, reading the Bible, taking actual classes to learn how to be a successful Christian. So it's kind of cool to be able to see myself, or God putting brain cells back into my head, I've been in the program for about 3 months, and the way that it works is from here from San Diego, that's where I'm at. You go from there to Riverside. There's a place we call it the Castle, because it's actually a castle that was built in, I think it was 1920. And then I'll do the remainder of my year there. So after I graduated the program, what I plan on doing is I plan on getting plugged into a church, whether it's this one or another one in the valley, but I definitely want to stay close to God. And I plan on helping people, throughout the community with drug addictions, or just hopefully even if they haven't started a drug addiction, I just want to be able to show kids that there's a better way in life. I never knew how much it meant to have an awesome family like I have now, that I've always had, but God's opened my eyes to realize that no, you're not going to have anybody else out there. I had a lot of friends, so-called friends, but all they did was use me, and that's what I thought was, that's what I thought life was about, you know, just your friends and whatnot. But he showed me that my family, when you don't have anybody else, you have your family. Because even though, you know, I had called a few times from jail and say, hey, I'm done this time, you know, and they wanted to believe me. Finally, when I did actually surrender to God and decided to change my life, they were there 100% for me. Not much other than that I have to say, other than I have these pamphlets, they'll be in the back of the church, just to tell you a little bit more about Teen Challenge and everything. And then there's a little form you can fill out here, put your name and mailing address and everything. And then you mark a little box that says The Cross and the Switchblade. And what that is it's a book written by the gentleman named David Wilkerson who started the program. And the book will be sent to you free of charge just in case you want to learn anything more about the program. And then under that there's a spot here that you can put your name or anybody else's name for some prayer. Because if it wasn't for the prayers of my family, I probably wouldn't be here today. They interceded for me, and I thank God for that. And the power of prayer is amazing. And don't ever underestimate God and what He can do for your life or someone else that you love that's dealing with some problems. So I'll be around after, you know, I'll be sticking around after this service and the next one in case you guys have any questions. I'll be in the back. Thank you for your time.